How to get ready for the new year as a recruiter. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. And if you haven't yet seen this channel before, it is all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. So happy 2020! We're in the roaring 20s again, so fun. Okay, so I hope you guys had a really successful 2019. I know I did, I know Techies did, which is my firm if you haven't watched the channel before. But what you really need to focus on is moving forward, regardless if you did really well or if not so well as much as you would liked. This is a brand new year and there's brand new goals and there's lots of recruiting to be done, therefore lots of money to be made. So this first episode in the new year, I really wanted to just touch on a few things and then I'm gonna dig into it a little bit deeper, as January goes on, because I do believe that not only does your mind have to be set, your goals have to be set, and then also you actually have to do the work that gets you to your goals. So a few things to really think about and get your mind ready for. One, you definitely have to have your top 5 goals, and I'll tell you next video on how to really hone those in and how to be realistic about it. I think that's super important, and there's a whole science to that. But you have to have your goals up, you have to have it in front of your computer, in front of your mirror, in the bathroom, in the car, whatever works for you. As more often that you see your goals in front and you say them over and over again, the more they can become real. You have to envision it first. I'm a strong believer in that. So definitely get that done first and foremost. I know today's my first day at work, first day back at work, because we closed for a couple weeks, which is really cool being a recruiter. If your company's closed, so do you. You get to relax and enjoy, all the hard work that you did. So today is my first day back, and I thought about doing my goals last night to come in and just roaring, and I just wasn't in the right set of mind yet. I think that's really important to, you know yourself best. So sit down wherever. I start with water, coffee, whatever. I don't do coffee, but I'm gonna sit at my desk and I'm gonna really, write them all out, and then I'm gonna post it out and get going. So then you have to really look back to last year. What made you successful and what did you trip up on a little bit? So you have to look back as to what clients were the most successful for you based on who actually paid you, and then look at activity level, and then also on the negative side, what clients did you work the hardest for and had the least amount of success? Because you can't keep doing that. I think a lot of times people think that activity is doing things and is being, productive, and it's just not. It's just activity. So if activity doesn't lead to results, it really didn't work. So that you need to go back to. You also need to follow up with all your candidates that you had in the queue for, I would say, November and December for sure. Those are the first. And then I'm hoping that you kept like a hot list of your candidates throughout the year, and then just see where they are. What you can do really quickly is just go on LinkedIn. Did they start a new job? Hopefully you are getting those alerts from LinkedIn that tell you when people start new jobs in your network, and hopefully they're in your network. That's something we'll go over this year for sure, because that's really, really, really important that you stay on task there. So you have to see who's looking right now. Remember, just like you yourself have New Year's resolutions, so do many others. And in that New Year's resolution is a new job, new you, new dreams, new goals. So that's all what's going on right now. Now, on the flip side with clients, what we kind of touched on is that you want to see which ones are good and not great, but you still need to reach out to all of them. Even though a client might not have been great for you last year, this could be the year that they are great for you, and maybe that relationship of last year will carry you through this 2020. So try not to dwell on the past. Just know, okay, they were kind of a pain in my ass last year. I'm gonna think about this moving forward, but I'm not gonna dwell on it, and it's gonna be a fresh start, because you just never know when all of a sudden your client's gonna turn into what I call a cash cow, and those are just the ones that really have multiple placements a month and make a lot of money from. So follow up with all of them. Also, once that is all done, because you don't want to make new work for yourself, once that is all done in the next couple weeks, you're going to want to reach out to, of course, new companies to make them new clients. You always have to do that. Always keep on top of things. I always say that per person, you should have at least 5 amazing companies that actually do hire and whatnot. So that takes a lot of bit of work. It probably sounds like, oh, it's really easy. It's not. So really focus on that and getting your clients in order and get some new fee agreements, right? With each year, you know, we do get a little more expensive because the market does go up. There is a lot of venture capitalist money pouring into, I know, at least tech and lots of other industries as well. So get everything all set. Also, you know, you have your goals, you have your clients, you have your candidates, everything's all set with that, but you also need to dig a little bit deeper and reflect on the year as far as what you made and put it into your goals. I'm sure that your goals are already in there with money, but you also need to be really realistic with things on what was your average, what do you want, how can you bring those two things together? So I'm super excited for 2020. I know I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm heading on out, but so happy to see you guys in this new year. I hope wonderful things for you. The recruiting industry is booming like crazy, and I'm gonna do a video about that really soon as to why you should be a recruiter in 2020, because I love it. All right, so remember, money is just a vessel to get you to do all the amazing things that you wanna do and go live your life the way you wanna live it.